Very just happy for our group. I just told him in the locker room, winning is hard. Winning is hard at any level against any team. And I'm just continuing to see improvement. 3 games in, we're just getting better and better every game. That is what this non-conference is for. I don't care if we're playing mid-majors, power fours. We're staying in our lane and looking at our film and ourselves. And are we getting better? And are we building chemistry? And are we just continuing every single day to get better in certain categories that we've been focusing on. You know, that's a team that averaged 20 offensive rebounds. We held them to 10 today. You know, so like just little things. They're being coachable. They're working their butts off. They're starting to get used to how we game plan for games, how we go through scouting reports. All of this is new to these guys. And so just so happy for them. 3-0 is a great feeling. It finally feels good. We can beat somebody by 20, you know, and have a little bit of a cushion and stretch a lead. So all those good positive things that I saw from our team today. And obviously, you know, T being a really bright spot, Sumayah chipping in from a scoring standpoint. So just a lot of positives that we'll take from this game. And as usual, carry it over to the next game. But another week of just trying to keep up with Arizona athletics, and just super proud of our whole department. Men's basketball, obviously, huge win, and football, and shout out to the volleyball team. I ran into all of them in the hallway before the game. Their entire team was here, so it's just a great time to be a Wildcat. So super thankful and fortunate.
Samantha, Coach Burke talked about how she wanted you to be a scorer more, and this was your high as a Wildcat. So what went well for you, and then on the other side, the fouls, what do you need to do there?
Yeah, I think I just came out with a scoring mindset today, just aggressive from the jump. But yeah, just the first couple games, trying to find my footing, like picking my spots. And then I think on the defensive end, you know, if I'm not scoring, I just want to chip in wherever I can. So maybe a little bit too over-aggressive these past couple games. But, you know, I think those charges that I get does a lot for the team. So I'm still going to stick with that aggressive defense, yeah.
For Becky, we had talked about Tanyuel, how she could kind of have a more significant role in the rotation, and she obviously did that tonight. What did you see from her in practice over the course of the week, and then what did you see from her out on the court?
T's another one, you know, that I've been challenging in a lot of different ways, and really was excited to see how when she got an opportunity today, because she was going to check in the basketball game. Was she ready? Was she poised? Was she able to contribute in the ways that we needed her? And I thought from the jump, she came in the game, and she set the tone defensively. Lonnie didn't have her best night tonight defensively, offensively, anything like that. T is another athlete on the perimeter that we are going to rely on to guard the other team's best player. And for T, it's just like sometimes she just gets like overly aggressive and she just wants to go deny everything. She's just like more athletic than I'll be in 100 lifetimes. And so it's like when you are that way, we just need to stick to our defensive system. I mean, she sat down and you can't get by the kid, you know? So to see her do it defensively first and settle in that way, and then see her shots falling and taking good ones and confident ones was really good. Everything in our program is earned. Like, T just earned more opportunities from today. You know, everything you get is earned, and I'm a what have you done for me lately coach. How have you been practicing lately? How have you been playing lately? And what has your production been? So, you know, she earned a tremendous amount of trust in me, confidence in me today, and ability to stick to a game plan and come in and do what's asked of her.
Denia looks more and more comfortable every time she goes out there. Tied the team with 15 points, or team high 15 points. Just what she adds to the program, what she gives you down low in the paint, those kind of things.
D is something else. She's just a very, very just incredible person, and she's so fun to coach. Like, Dee has no idea she's like good at basketball. Like, she isn't even, you know what I mean? Like, she's such a gifted athlete. She just has a physicality about her. I think she's missed like 5 shots in our 3 games, like total, you know? And so her efficiency is incredible. But just her physicality and how hard she plays and her motor, I mean, that gets you so far in college basketball. But we've been relying on her heavily, somebody that we can throw the ball to in the post and know that they're going to be able to finish it. You know, she's undersized, but I think her physicality and athleticism makes up for that. You saw her being able to rip it from the high post today and do some things facing the basket, which I think separates her a little bit from some of our other bigs.
You talked about Lonnie maybe having a difficult game, and she was still 2 points from a double-double again. So just how difficult is it to take her off, even if she's having that kind of, you know, maybe a down game for her?
Yeah, you notice, I think these two would attest to it, you notice when Lonnie's not on the floor, even if she is turning it over a little bit or not making her layups. Like, you just notice when she's not on the floor because she's such a steady presence with the basketball in her hands. I could say the same thing about Sumayah too. Like, when either of those two are not on the floor, you just kind of notice a little bit of our timing might be a little bit off. You might not be as at ease as much with whoever's handling the ball. But definitely with Lonnie, I take her out and I hear assistants behind me shortly after that telling me to put her butt back in. So yeah, you could definitely see. But she had an off night, and to your point, is 2 points shy of a double-double. That speaks to what she's been able to do so far this season.
For T, what were the conversations like with Coach Burke and other members of the staff over the last couple weeks? And then how do you feel like you maybe translated some of that onto the court?
I mean, in all honesty, we did have a couple of tough conversations, but that's just her wanting the best of me. And I appreciate it. She's challenging me. She's making me better on and off the court. And like I said, I greatly appreciate that. So I just took everything with a grain of salt, kept my head down, kept working, individuals, getting shots up. When I'm off the court, wasn't playing, I was looking at where I could fit in, where I could help the team. So like she said, I finally got the opportunity, and I capitalized as much as I could.
This isn't the first game where you've taken some hard fouls, just been a physical player on both ends. Can you just talk about your toughness and the physicality, the edge that you play with?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can tell, I'm not afraid to, get on the floor. I think, I'm, first to the floor, it's a loose ball. But I said it earlier, those charges, those offensive fouls that I draw, I think those are big, momentum boosts for our team. And, it translates to a run offensively that, I think it just definitely boosts our momentum. So, yeah.
Your team showed some very strong free throw and defensive pressure throughout the second and third quarters. How important are those moments in shifting momentum back to Arizona?
Yeah, we're a defensive team, and that's what we're going to hang our hat on. It's nice when we're able to score 80, but we know that's not going to be us every single night. We're probably a 60s, low 70s team, which means we got to hold the other team well under their average. So when we turn it up defensively, it's crazy how your offense then turns in, and they're starting to believe that, right? Okay, let's lock down on the defensive end of the floor because we want to go make our lives easier offensively. When we get live rebounds, and we can just go play with some pace, we're a much better looking team, which was why we were able to score 83 today, because I thought we were able to get out and play with more pace than in the last couple games.
For Addie, she got more minutes tonight. What does she need to do to continue that?
Just keep plugging. Just keep like she stays after practice every day and works out with Coach James. She's just tremendously naturally gifted. Now we're trying to catch the IQ up and trying to catch the speed of the college game over here. Just getting her to slow. I mean, she makes plays that not a lot of people on our team can make. I mean, she's 6'3", she's long, she looks like $1 million. Sometimes I think she purposely gets driven by so she can swat a shot from behind, those types of things. But she just needs the game to slow down for her. She needs more reps. She needs more time. Again, she did not get here in the summer. She's not had enough time with us yet. But I think 8 minutes is a great start for her. Maybe it potentially comes to 10, 12. And we are going to need her for Big 12 play.
The identity, makeup of the team. This is slow starts in back-to-back games now where you trailed heading into the second quarter and then kind of exploded offensively from there. Is that a concern for you at this point? Is that something that you're looking to clean up and adjust down the stretch here?
Yeah, I mean, it was 22-13 after the first quarter. There's eventually going to be a team that doesn't let you close that gap and come back, and I don't want to find out, right? And so it is a concern, absolutely, that we have these slow starts. But I do think this is a team that is they're comfortable when they get comfortable with the other team. So you can show them as much film as you want. We live in the film room, right? But seeing their pressure, handling it, getting a feel for the game, that's what this team does. But like I said, we've got to do that quicker. We've got to expect things right from the jump of the game and not take 10 minutes to settle in, because there will be a team that doesn't let you come back and close that gap, and we don't want that.
Another one for T. How would you describe the process of kind of finding your role here at Arizona? Different situation, obviously, than you were in before, different maybe coaching style?
Well, honestly, I just came in with the mindset, just work hard in everything I do. Getting to know my teammates and us building that chemistry, everything kind of just fell in play. So it's been very smooth finding out what I need to do and what I provide for the team and my role. So, yeah.
For anybody, they were 9 for 15 in the first quarter, and then if I'm doing the math here right, 6 for 45 over the last 3 quarters. What changed for you guys from a defensive standpoint after that first quarter?
I mean, yeah, I think we didn't come out the strongest defensively in the first quarter, but I mean, every timeout, every huddle, it's like productive talk about what we need to be doing. So I think we adjusted well after that, taking pride in keeping the ball in front. And then, we had Addie back there protecting the paint as good as they did today. So, yeah.
Getting too personal. The team came out and supported, you and your family kind of in, some personal engagements you had. Just what does that say about the culture that you and the staff and the locker room have been able to build in such a short amount of time with so many new pieces all coming here?
I love personal. You can ask me as many as you want. No, it was amazing. My wife, shout out to Savannah. She ran the Tucson Marathon yesterday, and I didn't even know that was happening. So we planned on meeting her at the halfway point, which was here on campus, mile 13. And I show up, and our players are there with posters and smiles on their faces at 8 o'clock in the morning, the one day they get to sleep in. I think it says a lot. I think it says a lot about the character of our young ladies. It says a lot about their care for, I think, for me and my family, or they want a little more playing time. Either way, but I haven't really had to deal with drama with this team. I haven't had to deal with a lot of crap that other coaches have to deal with. They're good people, which makes it just such a more enjoyable experience. And this little small example just speaks to that. And they care about people. They care about this program. They care about me, our staff. But it was an incredibly pleasant surprise, and I know she got a little pep from it too. So yeah, it's what we're building. We want to have a family environment. My son's around all the time. They babysit. We want to have a family environment. We want this to be a place where people come back to. People support when they leave. That people call me and need references and to come to their weddings and all those things. And I think today's day and age with transferring and portal stuff. Those relationships are few and far between these days. So we're trying to build that here, and I think that's something you want to build first, and then the talent and the playing and all that stuff comes after that.
For Becky, Chol did not dress tonight. Is that an injury situation?
She was just unavailable. Yep. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.